The world of boxing is as thrilling as it is controversial, and the recent bout between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. has ignited a wave of debates and discussions within the sport. With Davis being one of the most feared and respected fighters in the boxing scene, many fans were eagerly anticipating his clash with Roach. Davis has built a reputation for his knockout power and impeccable boxing technique, making him a popular figure among both casual and hardcore boxing fans. However, the first fight with Lamont Roach, which ended in a draw, raised numerous questions, leaving many to wonder if the draw was truly a fair result or if Roach had been robbed of a potential victory. Davis had been on a tear before this fight, knocking out opponents with devastating power and establishing himself as one of the most electrifying talents in the sport. His fame was growing, and his allure as a fighter with an unblemished record and a knockout artist reputation added to the pressure he faced going into the fight. However, Roach brought his A-game to the ring, testing Davis in ways that many didn't expect. Roach showcased his skill and resilience, landing clean shots and outworking Davis during several rounds. There were moments where Roach seemed to have the upper hand, making it clear that he wasn't intimidated by Davis's reputation. The bout was a back-and-forth affair, with both fighters having their moments of dominance. But one of the most controversial aspects of the fight was a pivotal incident in the 9th round, where Davis appeared to take a knee after a clean shot from Roach. Despite the clear visual evidence of Davis taking a knee, the referee did not call it a knockdown, which sparked outrage among fans and analysts alike. This incident became one of the central points of contention, as many felt that this non-call altered the course of the fight and deprived Roach of a significant opportunity to score a knockdown. As the fight went to the judges' scorecards, the result came back as a draw, which only further fueled the debate about who had truly won the fight. Fans and experts alike began calling for a rematch, believing that the draw left too many unanswered questions. Many thought that Roach had done enough to win the fight, and the lack of a knockdown call only added to the frustration. The desire for a rematch became louder, with people expressing the need for a clear and definitive conclusion to the rivalry between Davis and Roach. In the aftermath of the fight, commentators and analysts voiced their opinions on the performance of both fighters. Some believed that Davis, despite the draw, still showcased his raw power and ability to land decisive punches. Others, however, pointed to the moments when Davis seemed to falter, particularly in the face of Roach's pressure. Lamont Roach, on the other hand, earned the respect of many fans and analysts for his performance, showing that he could stand toe-to-toe with one of the best fighters in the world. His ability to weather Davis's power shots and land clean punches made a statement that he belonged at the top of the sport. One prominent figure in the boxing world who voiced strong opinions about the fight was Joe Rogan. Rogan, known for his no-nonsense approach to commentary, criticized Davis for his hesitation in agreeing to a rematch with Roach. He dismissed Davis's explanation for taking a knee during the fight, citing issues with grease in his hair as an unconvincing justification. Rogan argued that Davis's reluctance to immediately sign on for a rematch only added to the perception that the draw was an unsatisfying result. He also pointed to the failure of the referee to count the apparent knockdown as a major oversight that could have had a significant impact on the outcome of the fight. Rogan's critique of Davis's actions, or lack thereof, in the aftermath of the fight was echoed by several boxing analysts who believed that a rematch was the only way to settle the debate once and for all. The knockdown incident was at the heart of this controversy, and many felt that the oversight had clouded the true result of the fight. If the knockdown had been counted, it could have given Roach a crucial advantage, possibly leading to a victory. As it stood, the draw left fans and analysts with a sense of dissatisfaction, knowing that the fight had been far from a clean and conclusive victory for either fighter. Davis, for his part, seemed to acknowledge the criticisms surrounding his performance in the first fight. In interviews following the bout, he admitted that he could have done more and that he had been slightly off during the fight. Some speculated that Davis, being friends with Roach, may have been hesitant to go all out in the fight, not wanting to knock out his close friend. This theory gained traction after Davis mentioned in an interview that he could have done more to secure a victory but chose not to fully press the action. Whether or not this is true remains a matter of speculation, but it raised questions about Davis's mentality heading into the rematch. Despite the draw and the controversy, Davis's confidence in his abilities remains high. He is widely regarded as one of the top fighters in the world, and many believe that he has the tools to defeat Roach decisively in a rematch. Davis's trainer also expressed confidence, noting that the original game plan was sound and that only minor adjustments would be needed for the second fight. Davis, they believe, will come in with a renewed focus and a determination to prove that Roach's performance in the first fight was a fluke. They expect him to be more cautious and calculated in his approach, making sure that the mistakes from the first fight don't happen again. On the other hand, Lamont Roach's camp is equally confident heading into the rematch. Roach himself has stated that he learned a lot from the first fight and is prepared to make the necessary adjustments to exploit any weaknesses in Davis's strategy. His ability to weather Davis's power and land clean punches in the first fight showed that he has the skills to compete at the highest level. Roach's team believes that with the right adjustments, he can secure a victory in the rematch and prove that he is on the same level as Davis. The prospect of a rematch between Davis and Roach is incredibly exciting for boxing fans. The first fight, while ending in controversy, showcased the heart and skills of both fighters. Roach has proven that he is a legitimate threat to Davis, and the rematch will likely be an even more intense and action-packed affair. The energy surrounding the fight is palpable, with fans eagerly awaiting the chance to see these two fighters square off once again. Many are hoping that the rematch will provide a definitive winner, putting to rest the debates and questions that lingered after their first encounter. The potential date for the rematch is June 21, and it's expected to take place in Las Vegas, one of the most iconic venues for big-time boxing events. The choice of location adds to the excitement, as Las Vegas has become synonymous with high-profile boxing bouts. For many, the fight will serve as an opportunity for both fighters to showcase their growth and improvements since the first meeting. Roach will be looking to prove that he is the better fighter, while Davis will aim to assert his dominance and show that he can adapt to any challenge. As the rematch draws closer, the anticipation continues to build. Fans are divided on who will come out on top, with some firmly backing Davis and others believing that Roach has what it takes to pull off the upset. One thing is certain, the rematch between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach promises to be one of the most exciting and hotly contested fights of the year. Whether it's to settle a score or to establish supremacy, the bout will undoubtedly be a spectacle that will have fans buzzing long after the final bell rings. In the world of boxing, anything can happen. Both fighters have shown that they are capable of greatness, and the upcoming rematch will serve as a true test of who is the better fighter. Will Davis make the necessary adjustments and secure a decisive victory, or will Roach prove that he is the one who should have won the first fight and claim the victory in the second bout? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, the boxing world is in for a thrilling ride.